Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Also, make sure you turn notifications on so you know that I just posted some new content. It may help you same day racing. You never know. So I'm always evolving, always coming up with new things, doing new things, trying new stuff. I share it with you guys and love the support. Just let me know what you guys want to see next. If you still like the if you continue to like the content that I'm throwing out, just let me know. Keep me pumped, keep me motivated to keep on working for you guys, helping you guys out, because I enjoy it. So let's move forward. Okay, so here's the deal. Right now, and if you watch a video before this, then you know that I'm going to do these perfect launches later, but I got to fit 4 fusion parts, and I'm going to do that now. Now, I wanted to do the Lamborghini Countach. Now I have to get this fully restored 100% before I start into Legends Never Die, which is right here. Back out of this. I'm just showing you for those who don't know, but Legends Never Die right here. Most people would be like, oh yeah, hey, let's just go ahead and start doing it, and beat it, win it, move on to the next thing. But that's incorrect. You got to specifically choose the correct cars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in the right order. If you do not, you'll get stuck. I mean, you could be stuck for months. It can be frustrating, and then you might be forced to pay money to get yourself unstuck. So it could be like a crazy whirlwind that you don't really want to get yourself into. But what I decided to do is that I could either do like Shannon's Challenge and start running with this. I've already tested the car. This SL300, I'm sorry, the 300 SL Coupe is already fast enough to win her car, which is the Range Rover. I'm not worried about that. There's no time frame on that, but there is a time frame on this one, and you have to choose a specific car. Here's the cars that I can choose. And with all these showdowns, you want to use your absolute most fastest car, because you will not be competitive without your fastest car. Sure, I can take a T3 car, but what's going to happen as you start winning, you'll be racing T4s and T5s, and I'm pretty sure some of the T5s in this car, or in this like showdown, is they're like fully maxed out. I'm talking like fully maxed out, like where they're running like seven seconds, 7 and some change, in the half mile. So just keep that in mind. Of course, no matter if you win or lose, you still win something, because this is like how many races you do. See, 30 races, 40 races, 50, 60, boom. This is how many trophies you win. So how many points you basically get. Now, every time you win, you're going to get like 40 points. Every time you lose, you may lose like 20. So just to let you know, when you start getting into these higher tiers, like 1,000 and stuff like that, it gets extremely difficult unless your car is really like maxed out. Like example, let's see if it shows. It doesn't show like the the point standings yet. But anyways, so with this being said, I need to choose a specific car. I found out that my Huracan currently runs like a 12.2, where my Gran Turismo is running a 12.6. So the Huracan's going to be it. That's which route I am going. And that's going to also take place, or not take place, but this is also going to help make my decision on what fusion parts to do. Now, if you notice this Countach right here, I have no like fusions that I can do for it. But I do have fusions for my Huracan. So I'm going to hope that I have 4 fusions. I'm going to fuse as much as I can. So you're going to want to be smart with this. The reason why I say is if I could have fused my Countach, I would have. Just because, like, I don't want to get stuck in what is it, Legends Never Die or whatever it's called. I don't want to get stuck in it. And you know, so I would have fused it just to make it even that much more faster. But I don't have any fusion spots that are available, so I'm going to go ahead and fuse what I got here. Now, to be smart, I do have 2 fusions I need to do 4. I got 2 blue. Let's see if I had any green and 1 green. So I do know I can at least do 3. So with that being said, I'm probably pretty certain if I hit this green that this blue is going to pop up, or it could be like a double green. You know, like over here it could be like green, green. So I just kind of want to take a look at it, see what I'm going to do. I'm pretty sure that this one's going to be a epic fusion, which I don't have that one. You know, so yeah, so you know what? I'm gonna start right here. I'm gonna do this very first one. Okay, it is a blue. Now, mind you, this is another thing you got to look at. Look, see that +6? So that's +6. But look at over here. +6. Let's see what this one does over here. +6. Now, before I put that common on there, it was giving me +5. Just in case I'm correct or not, you can like just rewind this for like 15, 20 seconds and see if I'm right. But I'm pretty sure it was +5. But now that I added that on there, it's giving me the ability to go ahead and do a +6. So this is going to go blue, blue. This one will be blue, blue. Green by itself. This one's probably going to be green, blue. This is going to be blue. I'm going to assume that's epic. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit this one, see if I do have an epic piece around. I do, so the gamble paid off. So that's +15. So now that's number 3. Now I'm going to go ahead and do 1 more blue right here. There we go. So I did my 4. I'm at +229. Now we got to tune it. You always tune it. Even if the tune doesn't show you like the little graph here, you still tune it. So let's go ahead and see. I want to collect this. And now I just have to do 10 more launches, which I'm not going to waste the time right now. It's early as crap where I'm at. So I'm going to try to power through some of these real quick, get some races in, show you guys what's going on here. I may just go ahead and tune this car, honestly, and I might just like call it a night because I am tired and like my tune game is on fleek. So the fastest that I gotten so far was a 12.388. This car is currently now tuned for a 12.205. Let's see if we can increase that at all. So you got to be meticulous with this. You got to go through every single one. You got to give it a second to calculate. I'm showing you guys like basically what it takes here. Okay, it's 228. It's a 206. As it's dropping, I'm just looking for the highest EVO right now. What was it at? I don't even know. Just use this back button to bring you all the way back to where you're at. Okay, 188 3.0. Let's go back and see if it goes up. Okay, 230. So we're already there. 231. That was 230. So this 231 gave us a 202. 203. So that's okay. That's a 202 with a 197.282. Let's go back up. A 197.282. So we are faster by going down here. Well, now we're at a 201. That's even faster. So we're going to keep it at the 181. I'm saying this stuff out loud to myself. You guys may not understand, but I just do like 181 basically is 181.33. But I know that I'm at a 201 and my marker is BHP 181. Just so you kind of know what I'm talking about, because I'm talking out loud. You guys are on this journey with me. And don't be surprised. Sometimes you might get a faster time, even though your EVO will drop. So you just, you know, it has to be somewhat close. So I'm at the 229. I don't think it's gonna. I'm confident to say that it's not going to improve at all. So I'm gonna kind of go a few notches over. It just dropped even more. Let's go a few more notches. Okay, so when it starts dropping like that, we're pretty sure now we need to go back to 181. We're at a 201. Let's move next on over here. If we back this down, do we get any faster? No, we don't. So unfortunately, we do have to keep it at the 5.0, which I kind of don't like, to be honest with you. Because it like literally like limits us to 197 miles an hour in a half-mile race. That is not like fast. I would like to get it out to about like right here. But as you see, that puts me in a negative because the car just is not upgraded enough to really get this like pushed out. Okay, tire pressure. So we're still at 201. Tire pressure. We'll go up one. Okay, we're at 203. We lost. Let's go down one. 203. Okay, so 46.54. Let's see if we can beat it. What was it going to be? And sometimes these will jump up and down, like, you know, 228 up to 231, my deck down to 228. Like, they'll jump around like that sometimes. So sometimes you just gotta get a little rhythm going. Just pay attention to the numbers to see if they are gonna like spike up out of nowhere by changing like the tire pressure. So I didn't see that happening. $220, $231. Okay, so we got 231. That's a 203. That's not what we want. There we go. 201. So we got 46.54. Let's see if we get any better. Okay, now here's another trick. So bring that back to the 46.54. Now we're going to backtrack it. We're going to go back here. We know that we're at a 201. Let's go and see if we can make it any faster by messing with this. Nope. Remember, 231 is our number. But let's just see if it does give us any kind of like boosted number if we drop this back some. I know we're getting really high here in the negatives, but it could bounce back for us. Let's see. I do not think that will happen. I think we just get further and further in debt. So, let's go back and see if we can do anything with this. 202, 205, 204. And I just kind of check this just to make sure that everything's on the up and up. I mean, it should be, but, you know. The EVO, see, still at 231. Isn't that crazy? Still at 231, but we already went from basically 214 to 201. I mean, that's just like a huge difference. And the EVO is the same. This is why it's so important to have your EVO, like to check it, check the numbers, like the actual times. You know, the weird thing is, I mean, I could have that 214, you know, like right now it says 202. This could say 214, and I can actually run like 11.9 with it. Versus if I have it at the 20, this particular one, 202, I might not actually be able to hit 202. I might get 252. I just get it, you know, so sometimes it just really, you know, this is where it takes the time where you got to really mess with it. But I'm kind of confident to say that we were good right there at the 181. Okay, so that's it. So now we're going to do, let me see, nitrous for 3.3 seconds, 5.0. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a test run, manual launch on. half mile. Now, I know this is going to be fast shifts, so I got to figure out where am I going to hit nitrous at for 3 seconds. Probably like, let me see what I have before. Before in this car, I dropped top 1, second perfect, third nitro, 4th, 5th, and 6th early. Let's see if we can do that. So, drop a top 1. Oh, I did. See, look at that. I'm already maxed out. 3/4 of the track left. I hate that. 12.5. See, that's terrible. Jeez. Okay, and I hit the nitrous in second gear. Third gear because I got all overzealous and excited. And it was a bad launch. 117. What am I doing here? So what is it? Early third plus nitro. Let's do this again. This one's just, cars like this are just harder to do. The shift pattern's so fast. I mean, it's so quick. .4. That's terrible. And this is basically what you do when you want to, you're like testing the car and tuning it, You try to like master it. I did it again, dude. I hit the nitrous in like second gear. That's too soon. I mean, so realistically, I could just straight up spend like freaking hour and a half easy just doing this right here. That's it. No races, no nothing, just doing this. But I want to show you. I did it again. I hit the nitrous too soon. Sometimes you make mistakes like that, though, you end up beating an old record, But I don't think that's going to happen. See, 12.4, even though I had a perfect launch. A terrible 167, but I would have had a 12.2. You take that 4.43, you minus 167. I am in a high, 12.28. If I would have, hit it perfect, but I didn't. And cars with super fast shift patterns like this, the reason why you don't want to hit them imperfect is because realistically you eat tenths of a second every time you hit that, because it touches the perfect, and since it's such a fine line, you end up, losing a tenth every time you shift, or maybe a half a tenth. And you add that up times 5 shifts. I mean, there's 2.5 tenths off your time. That's the difference between a 12.2 and a 12.450. How's that doing there? That was all kinds of jacked up. Jeez. Clean up an aisle me on that one. But I just got my fastest time so far in this little stretch. 12.3. Yeah, I mean, and that was a really off the wall. I dropped at almost 1.5. Not even, I was I don't know. It was whatever. See, I'm hitting all these imperfect, but I know I'm just eating up tenths of a second.